So when I was in 8th grade, there was this boy that I liked at my church, and he kind of liked me too. So we kind of had like a little, church romance thing going on. And his family went to my church, and then I found out on Sunday on my birthday that his family had moved churches. Neither of us had phones or anything, so we couldn't like stay in touch. And so I was devastated, and I went home from church on my birthday and isolated myself in my room and wrote like 30 breakup songs. Like the cheesiest, worst things that you could ever imagine. I still have them in a journal in my closet. Yeah.
You're good. Who knew Claire was a songwriter?
Oh my gosh. My career ended very quickly.
Hey students, welcome to this episode of Back to the Basics. Today, Claire and I are going to be talking about how to break up with someone and how to get through a breakup. So, number one, write a bunch of breakup songs. No, I'm just kidding, But make sure that you like this video, comment what you learned, share it, tag a friend, subscribe to our YouTube channel, just so you can know when we post more videos.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the first thing we want to talk about is how to break up with somebody. So you're dating somebody, you realize this is not going to work out, and what do you do and what do you not do?
Okay, so Claire, I think the first thing that you should do before you decide to break up with someone is seek some counsel. I know for me that would have been my mom. Telling her the situation, why I felt like I wanted to break up with this person, what was happening in our relationship, things like that. I think that's really important just so you avoid maybe making a quick decision that you might regret later.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I think definitely talking to somebody about what's going on, and then also about how to proceed if it's something that, is a big deal and it's something that you need to take, beyond just, a conversation between the two of you or anything like that. So yeah, definitely seek counsel, find people who are wise to talk to, not just your friends. Preferably try to talk to like your small leader or somebody like that. Your parents are awesome, and get some counsel with that. I think that's super important. And then I think the next thing that I would say, this is a huge one. Try at all costs to have the conversation in person. This is something that I think a lot of people have a hard time with because it's hard, right? You have to build up the courage. You have to, break it to them, and you don't know how they're going to react, and you don't really want to see them react. So whatever you do, don't do it in a text message. Don't do it in a Snapchat. If you can't do it in person, if they've moved across the country or something like that, then at least have the courtesy to do it in a phone call or FaceTime or something like that.
I know it's scary, but I know looking back, I kind of regret all the breakups that I did over text. That's hurtful. How would you want to be broken up?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think another thing too, when you are going to break up with someone, is just to be thoughtful. It can be really easy to just want to get it over with, text, hey, we're over. That's not friendly, that's not nice, that's not thoughtful. And
as Christians, we always want to make sure that we are looking out for others' best interests, not just our own. And so you don't necessarily, there are sometimes when you have to break up with somebody and it's going to hurt their feelings, but it's the right thing to do. And so that's okay. But you want to know that you're doing what's best for them and that you're doing it in a way that is best for them. And so, like Aleah said, just, try to really think through that. This is a lot of times where the counsel comes in too. You can talk to people and say, hey, what's the best way for me to tell this guy that I'm just not interested in him, or whatever the situation is.
And bouncing off that, I think it's also really important to be clear. You said you kind of had an experience with this.
Yes, I broke up with a guy, and I was totally not clear. I said, I can't talk to you right now. And then what I meant was, I need to break up with you. We don't need to be dating anymore. And so I left him with so much confusion. And he thought, we were still together. There was still a chance for us to get back together. And so I totally made a huge mistake with that. And looking back, I feel so bad for that, and I really wish that I could go back and do that in a better way and be clear with him and be kind to him, because I know it probably would have been so much easier for him to move on if he knew that we were completely done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair, yeah. So now that we told you how to break up with someone, let's talk about how to get through a breakup.
Yes, this is a big thing because I think all of us are going to go through probably breakups in your life as you're dating. And so I think the first thing is take time to process. You don't have to just, snap back and be okay right away. Sometimes you go through breakups and it's really hard and it's really hurtful and your feelings are hurt. Even if you're the one that's doing the breaking up, it can still be really hard for you. And so, take time, maybe do some journaling if that's something that's helpful for you. Talk with friends that you trust. And yeah, I think that's a big thing is to give yourself a little bit of grace and some time for that.
Yeah, time to process. And with that, I also think that you should find unity. Stay in that. Don't isolate yourself. I know that's something that I'm really good at doing, or bad at whatever way you look at it. Is
Right.
Just when something happens, break up. If I'm breaking up with, okay, I'm just gonna isolate myself, throw myself a pity party, be really sad, stay in my room, don't talk to me, I'm not gonna eat, just all that. And that's just gonna make the process of healing so much longer than it needs to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely stay in community. Definitely, it's okay to go out and have fun with your friends. Go see a movie or go to dinner or whatever, and do things that are fun and that are going to make you happy. But also have some intentional time too to have conversations about what happened and process out loud. That helps a lot of people just to be able to know that there are people around you that still love you, and that'll really help you a lot with that.
Yeah.
Don't wallow. So while it's good to give yourself time to process a breakup, don't sit in it. Don't let yourself write breakup songs for 3 weeks and be sad.
Yeah. And the last one that we have is don't rebound. Do not get through a breakup by looking for someone else that can just fill that void that you're having because you're upset. That is just not healthy. Make sure that you're taking time to process it and to spend time with friends and to really grow as a person. We have a video on singleness. Y'all should check that out.
Yes.
And I think that's all the tips we have for how to get through a breakup.
Yeah, I'll say one more thing just to tag on there is be really careful about what you post on social media while you're going through a breakup. A lot of times you get in this emotional state and you might post something that later on you're going to regret. And so just be careful. Again, be mindful of the other person. You don't want to post, nasty things about them that are going to be on the internet. You also, want to look back and be proud of the way that you handled it and not have a lot of regrets with that. So if you need to take a social media break, I think that's something that can be really helpful. But yeah, either way, just, be careful about things. Yeah, so I think that's all we have for you guys today. We hope you enjoyed this video. Again, give it a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you next time on Back to the Basics.